Thank you for joining me again on R7 Video. I want to talk to you about something it's not easy to talk about. It's emotional for me. Emotional. We're not on the same team. I've heard a lot of people say it. I heard Obama say it the other day. After all, we're all on the same team. We are not on the same team. I would like us to be on the same team. I think it would be great if we were on the same team. A team has the same goal in mind. And there's our side and there's their side. It's a different team. It used to be that we could have discussions and elections and different things, and everybody wanted America to stay free and to stay strong, to be able to do great things. This team does not want that. They believe that the Constitution is fluid and moving and should be able to be changed. Well, that's because they don't understand we're a constitutional republic. We're not a democracy. They want to be a democracy. A lot of them want to be socialists. That's the enemy, actually. That's not the same team. A constitutional republic lives by the law. We live by the Constitution of the United States of America. A democracy is if I've got a bike, 3 other people want my bike, they can vote to take my bike. Socialism's even worse. They just cut the bike up into 4 pieces and nobody gets a bike, but everybody's got a piece of the bike. That's the enemy. So no, they're not on the same team for that reason. They don't like free speech. They like them to have free speech, but they don't want me to have free speech. They don't want you to have free speech. That's not my team. They're not on our team. They don't believe that we should have guns. They don't understand it when the Constitution says the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's not our team. I want them to be on the same team. I would like for it to be like it used to be, but it's not. They're not on the same team. And you know, I might be able to get past all of that. I might be able to just go on arguing and hoping that we win elections. But the last item that I'm going to talk about tonight clinches it for me. Abortion. You know what? Let's call it what it is. Murder. I'm going to say something pretty harsh, but it needs to be said. These people who believe in abortion are no better than the Nazis during World War II. The people who are out there who say, well, I don't believe in abortion, but I believe in a woman's right to choose. They're as bad as most of the Nazis during World War II. Most of the Nazis during World War II didn't like what was going on with the Jews. Most of them. But they backed their government. They backed Hitler. And they allowed it to go on. Let me read you something. I want to make sure that I get it right, so I'm going to read it. The fact that a person acted pursuant to the order of his government or of a superior does not relieve him or her from responsibility under international law, provided a moral choice was in fact possible to him or her. Pardon me. The principle could be paraphrased as follows. It is not an acceptable excuse to say, I was just following my superior's orders. That is from the Nuremberg trials, Article 4, right after World War II, where a lot of Nazis came forward and tried to say, I was following orders. I was following the law. This is my government's fault. The abortionists say it's not a person. And we just let them say that. We sit out there in crowds when they're around, and we let them say, my body, my choice. We let them say all kinds of stuff. That's got to stop. They're not on the same team. That's a different team. We are on the correct side, and they are on the wrong side. We are on a better side. They are on a worse side, just like the Nazis and the Jews in World War II. The Jews were on the right side. The Nazis were on the wrong side. And guess what? They were saying the same thing. The Nazis were saying, they're not human. It's the law. We can do what we want. It's not okay, folks. And it's time for us to take a stand. Every time somebody says, it's my body, it's my choice, we have to say, no, it's not your body. And it's not your choice. You don't get to choose to murder a human being. It doesn't matter where that human being is. If that human being is in a bed in the next room, or that human being is in another country, or that human being is in a life support system in a hospital, or that human being is in your stomach, in your uterus. You don't get to kill a human being no matter where that human being is. And that is a human being, separate DNA, separate individual. This is the shame of America. This is disgusting. It's just disgusting. I struggle a lot with this whole thing because I want us to be on the same team. I struggle with this a lot because I'm a Christian. I know that we're supposed to love our enemies, but love does not mean letting people do whatever they want to do. So I may have to take some time to figure out how to love these people. But just letting them murder the most innocent of our people in the womb, it's not acceptable. We've got to stand. We've got to stop pretending like they're on the same team. They're not on the same team. They are the enemies of the United States of America.